Hey there guys, how you going? So it is the new Organization 13 event, as it is every month, and this month it is Xemnas. So he's definitely a tough boy, definitely a tricky boy to be sure, but I don't think it's unkillable. A lot of people have said it's very difficult, and I definitely agree with that, but maybe not. I don't know, let's go ahead and look through your medal setups and see if we can try to find a way of doing it. I cleared out the event on stream yesterday using some Supernova medals, and I think I can 3-turn it without using any of my own. I'm going to borrow one for sure, but I've gotten extraordinarily close to clearing this thing out in 3 turns without using any, so I'm just going to share with you my setup right now, and hopefully that helps some of you guys out. Granted, I fully understand I've gotten very lucky in this game, in both pulls and with trait rolls, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I've been playing for the best part of 3 years, and with that I've gotten obviously the materials built up over time to upgrade my keyblades, for example. I've gotten lucky with certain trait rolls. I've gotten high score challenge medals that you guys can't get anymore, but I don't know. Hopefully, if you guys have like 1 or 2 Supernova medals, maybe you can substitute them in my place, and maybe that'll let you pass the event. I don't know. Let's go ahead and just have a look at what I'm doing anyway. So, in terms of the traits, what you guys can see right here is I've got a 6-star KAIRI EX Plus at the front. That's our overwrite. So whenever Xemnas goes ahead and debuffs us, we're going to pop right back up to where we started with this overwrite. So we go overwrite into a buffer. Now, overwrite could be KAIRI, which obviously that's a very good choice right there, because she's a PSM buffer, gives you back gauges, everything else. But it could be one of the foretellers, could be a stained glass medal, could be any of that. What you would want to pick would depend on the kind of medals that you're running. I'll expand on that in a second as well. I've got it then, so overwrite into a buffer. So again, the KAIRI, the one before, this KAIRI right here, illustrated KAIRI right here. I've seen that popping up a ton in pools, so I'm hoping a lot of you guys have got that as well. I'll say it again right now. So the reason I'm using these two is because I've got a speed type medal I'm attacking with and a magic type medal I'm attacking with, and then another copycat onto a speed. So all I'm really attacking with is speed and magic. What I could go ahead and do though is drop this medal out right here, drop Bob and Jack out for a copycat medal again, and either copy backwards onto Riku with, like, let's say Key Art Beginnings, or copy forwards onto a speed type medal, so get rid of this and put a speed type medal there instead. And what that would do, because Xion is power copying a speed, basically becoming a speed, means that I would only need buffs and debuffs for the speed type attribute. And if I was going to do that, I could go, okay, well I don't really need KAIRI then for PSM, I only really need speed. So I could put Gula in there, for example, or I could put the frozen medal Elsa in there, for example, the speed one. Elsa? Anna. Put Anna there, for example, and that way I'd only have speed buffs and debuffs, but that's all I would really need. In any case, I'm using Bob and Jack because mine ended up rolling ground and double strength, and it's a very strong medal in any case, random target. Therefore, it's going to hit Xemnas like a truck. In fact, that is my hardest hitting medal. This setup isn't perfect because it's only getting us to general attack plus 14. But again, if you had like a frozen medal in there instead, which would get your buffs all the way up to plus 15, that might help you out a little bit more. Or if you had extra attack on this medal right here, it'd be practically perfect. In any case, Xion's got no relevant buffs whatsoever. Oh, well, I guess neither of these two. They have just garbage buffs, garbage traits, but again, it doesn't really matter because they're only going to do 1 damage anyway. It doesn't matter. No applicable traits on Xion. Ground's extra attack and strength on Riku. Now, of course, that's very good. I only did 5 pulls for Riku, mercied him, and got those traits the way exactly as he is right now. I understand that's very good. I understand that everyone can replicate that, but again, I'm just sort of trying to give tips on not if I can do it, you can do it, but hopefully just maybe look through your own medals and go, okay, well I've got this single target or random target speed type medal right here with ground or extra attack on it. It's preferably ground, because Xemnas with 13 doesn't have a counter over his head. You could have, like, let's say Sora and Simba, which does 1 trillion hits, and it doesn't really matter in round 13 only. In all the other rounds he has a counter over his head, but in round 13 it doesn't matter as much. Bob and Jack again I've already talked about because it has ground and strength, very good. And this one has ground on it right here, which is very applicable for this challenge. I should mention as well in terms of my overall strength that again I've gotten quite lucky with subslots in the past, and my keyblades are pretty stacked at the moment. That was sort of the goal though. Like I skipped out on tons and tons of banners. I didn't go for, I think I've only gone for like 2 or 3 organization members. I've barely gone for any Supernova medals. I've just ignored the vast majority of them because they haven't really seemed worth it to me, and because I've been waiting for a really good falling price banner where I can just go bam and dump a crap load of jewels on it all at once, and that's basically what's happened right here. So I've gone ahead and upgraded my keyblades quite significantly. Again, I pulled like a fiend on that Terra banner. I did like 20 something pulls, and in fact right before the banner ended this afternoon I did 3 more pulls and ended up with a friggin' Aqua. So I didn't trade this thing at all. I literally just pulled right at the end and went, oh, cool, an Aqua with a couple minutes left to go. But that sort of paid off for me. And again, I waited a long time for that. Now, that's not for me to be like, oh, I'm so smart. That's me going, maybe if you guys want to emulate me, learn from that and go, okay, maybe I save up in the future. This sort of thing either comes around again, potentially, or maybe you wait a little bit more for tier 8s to start dropping in 7 stars, because we have, you know, KH3, Xehanort, Master Xehanort EX+, Sephiroth EX+, all those kind of random tier 8s that are sort of scattered around there. You know, you could have the Foretellers, you could have Stained Glass, all sorts of things that could potentially one day drop at 7 stars. And then they could drop at 7 stars in a falling price. So you could do what I've done exactly right now, which is wait until, again, I waited and waited and waited until tier 7s were dropping as a falling price. I was saying the Sephiroth banner was crap because it didn't guarantee a 7 star. And even if I do a pull on the Terra banner, for example, the Terra Venom Aqua banner, and it turns out terribly, at least I'm improving some of my Keyblades marginally, right? At least I'm getting some improvement out of it, where in the Sephiroth banner, you could have just gotten completely shafted for 3 grand a pop as well. So, falling price deals, guys, I can't stress it enough. Falling price deals with guaranteed drops really improves the strength of your Keyblades fast. It's no joke. So in any case, I just wanted to mention that. Again, this is not like, this is how you beat the event. This is just sort of me going, it's possible to achieve things in this game. And again, luck is a huge factor, but it is possible anyway. Okay, let's go and take him on. Again, we're borrowing a Ven here with, I think, attack boost 7 or 8 max, and ground and extra attack. So, hopefully you guys have someone that can share, maybe not the extra attack part, but at least the ground part. And if not Ven, then definitely Aqua. Terra, not so much, because it's going to be significantly nerfed, being a power-type metal, onto a magic-based enemy. But listen, if that's all you had, then it's still going to hit like a friggin' truck, don't get me wrong. Okay, so starting off the match, override into buff. It's not super relevant here because he hasn't debuffed us yet, but good to have in any case. And then it basically just begins. We're looking out for combo 1s, but it's not what we're worried about in turn 1, and I'll explain that in a second. So, any combo 1s that go off is nice, but not hugely make or break. Again, the goal of this is a 3-turn, not necessarily a 2-turn. If you want a 2-turn, you have to do a sort of different strategy. You have to deal more damage, basically. He started off with 450,000 bars of HP. When we get him down to half, which is 225, he's going to retaliate. We have to manipulate that if we're trying to 3-turn it. If we're trying to 3-turn it, it's very, very, very important to manipulate that. Okay, we'll show you guys in a second. So, we're 49,000 bars away from that revenge point. No, we're not. Sorry, that would be if he was at 250, would be the halfway point. We're 75,000 bars away from that. Okay, so, we need to be very, very careful here. I'm not using my Supernova just yet. And ideally, I don't want any of these to combo 1 until one specific one. Okay, so he's at 250,000 bars right now. We can attack right now and be pretty safely assured that he's not gonna... Okay. He's at 239 right now. If I attack with Bob and Jack, he's gonna fall below 225. Ideally, we had a couple more combo 1s earlier to knock him a little bit closer to 225. So we're gonna use it right now. Maybe we should skip it. No, we'll show it off. We'll use it right now. Chop, chop, chop. Okay, so we're down to 205,000 bars. We're 20,000 below the threshold. Now we only have 1 turn left to get all that threshold left to go, which is why we saved our Supernova till now. So every single combo 1 we can get, apart from on the 2 buffers, we'll take right now. And just because I said that, I didn't... Every time I've usually said that on the previous takes, it's always combo 1 right there. Yeah, combo 1's decent on Xion, I suppose, but we really want it on Riku. Beautiful. We really, really, really want it on Riku because it just deals so much damage. And if we can get it on Bob and Jack as well... Damn it. This is going to be close in any case. Ooh, we probably still don't have it, unfortunately. If we combo 1 here, maybe. Ooh, okay. Okay, this is going to be real close. I've actually never gotten this close before. So, let's pop the Supernova right there. And we got to pray. If it procs one more time, we should be fine. Ooh, we might be fine in any case. Maybe, maybe not. We might just be a little bit too short. That was so close. That was so close. I've gotten into 3,000 bars before, but again, that's a pretty decent run at it. That was a pretty decent run at it. So, if we manipulate combo 1 a little bit more, like if it tripped one more time in maybe the first turn or the second turn, and especially if it tripped as we used Bob and Jack to knock him over the threshold, that would have definitely been a clear. So, we're going to keep trying that again. We're definitely going to get it eventually, because, you know, it's got to happen eventually. But yeah, obviously you guys can use your own Supernova medals. Like, you guys can use whatever really amazing medals that you have. And I'm really hoping that people can clear this thing out. Again, the strategy is a little bit different for round 12. He doesn't retaliate, I don't believe. around 12 and before, but he obviously has that blue and red counter over his head, so you sort of have to be more specific with the medals that you're bringing in. But again, he doesn't revenge, I don't think, so just full ham damage if you can. Alright, let's see if we can get any better off here. So again, yeah, combo 1 not proccing in the first turn is honestly kind of fine, because again, from what Roboloid has found out, there you go, combo 1 on Bob and Jack, lovely. God, does so much damage. From what Roboloid has found out, he thinks he can only proc 6 times in the entire match, which I'm very, very, very willing to believe, based on just what I've seen. Okay, one last hit here, so that's about 3,000 right now. I did about 14k on that second hit, I wonder why. Okay, it doesn't matter. Alrighty, let's go again. So again, 225 is that magical number for round 13 we're looking for, so firing away. Again, if you had Elsa in that slot right there, Anna in that slot right there, you'd actually be dealing more than 1 damage. Okay, so Riku's coming in. It's going to turn auto off here and have a look. Okay, so we're 16,000 bars away from the threshold. I believe, unless this Riku's second hit combo 1s, we should be fine. Okay, we're at 227. We are right at the threshold, but what that means is if we get combo 1 here, this would be amazing. What this means is, hey, we got it, beautiful. We're going to smack him right down into the threshold. Wow, 180,000 bars. Okay, that's 20,000 less that we have to deal with in this turn. Now, granted, we got pretty lucky with our combo 1s on that first turn, but on that first try on video. Hopefully we'll get it this time. So you waste combo 1s on the buffer sometimes. That really hurts. That's alright, that's alright. If we can get it on Riku again, we get it on Shion. Which is okay, I guess, but we really wanted it on Riku. We really wanted it on Riku. Bob and Jack, you're our only hope here, guy. You're our only hope. Ah, rough. That's alright, I don't think we're going to make it then, unfortunately. But that's basically the game we're going to keep playing here. We're going to keep trying to manipulate it until it works out for us, so yeah, again, even with combo 1 here, it wouldn't help us, unfortunately. I mean, maybe. Keep the faith alive, but I don't think it's possible. No. That was close, though. That was really close. But again, that was, yeah, it was actually closer than the last time. That was beautiful. Like, combo 1 activated, we were slightly above the threshold, and combo 1 activated meant we were pushed way into that threshold, which was awesome, which is really, really awesome. So, again, if you want to 3-turn it, that's basically the trick you've got to do. So, do as much damage as you can in turn 1. Get as far into the threshold as you can in turn 2, which means you might have to swipe a medal if you're right against the edge of a threshold and you know that, like, let's say it's like combo 1, for example. Let's say you use the first hit of, in my case, Riku, and you got right to the edge of the threshold, and the second hit of Riku would push you above the threshold, but swiping wouldn't. Then swipe, and then use Bob and Jack, or whatever you've got in slot 5, for example. I'm just hypothetically speaking here. Let's try it one more time. Okay, we'll try it again. And again, you just sort of like leave your device running, you know? Eventually it's going to work out for you. Of course, if you just want to beat the event, you can, of course, you know, turtle it. That's fine. From what I understand, it is turtleable. You'll have to output a decent amount of damage still, but same strategy of just copy Demix as much as you possibly can. Seems to work, from what I understand. Okay, we also know that can never proc combo 1. We know this. I have to be reminded of it occasionally, but we do know this. Okay, so this should take us down, well, with combo 1. A little bit under that 280-ish. Or into the 280s, I should say. I love that animation. That's such a gorgeous animation. And alright, same sort of thing. So another 70-ish, you know, 68. Combo 1 on the KAIRI. Ugh, stop it. Alright, so as always I take it off auto right here, just in case. But yeah, we're 22,000 bars away. Even with combo 1 I think we'd be safe there. Maybe. Alright, so we're 8,000 bars away, which is again not ideal. Ideally, we're right above the threshold, but in any case, we'll pump it out now. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. So 200,000 bars to wipe off here. Again, it's all possible if combo 1 procs in the right places, but you're just basically playing the probability game at this point. And then we leave it on auto because there's really nothing else we can do. So, hope and pray. Shion always wants to get combo 1 and this is such a waste. Yeah, Riku got it. Let's see the damage difference right there. Like Riku's combo was doing 90 million damage and her... Oh wow, we got them both. Both the big boys. Interesting. Okay. Well, if this combo wants as well. No. I think we probably exhausted all of our combo 1 opportunities here, but 20,000 to go with the Supernova. Maybe. 12k. Come on, but you're gonna fall just short again, aren't you? Ooh! Hey! Yes! That was just on the line. That was just on the line, but we did it. We have 3 turn. We have 3 turns Xemnas. As a free-to-play. Without any Supernova medals ourselves. Again, we're borrowing 1, sure, but that was a pretty good effort, I think. That was a pretty damn good effort. Let's go ahead and 2-turn round 11 with the same setup. Actually, no, we'll change the setup a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do what I said. We're going to run a pure speed-based setup this time. We might be a little bit short on gauges just because of how expensive this is, but again, if you had like a 7 and 0 or like some sort of gauge cost reduction skill on this medal right here, you might be able to get away with it. So, let's see what happens. Okay, so round 11 with basically the same setup, just modify it to be only speed, and we'll see what happens. But again, I think this is how I beat it a couple days ago, so hopefully the same thing happens. Fingers crossed. Alright, get those gauge restores from that KAIRI, beautiful. It's gonna cost us 6 though, oh my word. Alright. Chop time. Again, the beautiful thing about this Riku is that it completely ignores counters, which is very, very, very useful. And again, we're just sort of hacking away at him here. So, up to 20 gauges, which means that we should be utterly fine when we start using the Supernova medal. We've got 18, this is going to cost us 12, so we should be okay. But again, I want to be able to 2-turn this, and I didn't pay attention to his health beforehand, but hopefully this is doable for a lot of you guys. Hopefully this is doable. Oh, the copycat medal that I'm using in slot 5 doesn't have anything applicable. I think it has AB7 max, but it has raids and gauges, I believe. It might have strength on it, but I feel like it only has raids and gauges, so I don't think it has. It definitely doesn't have ground. I know that much. It definitely doesn't have ground or aerial. So nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Obviously, powerful sub slots, a powerful level 35 Keyblade, granted, and extra attack and ground on the Riku, but that wants to hit combo 1 all day long. But nothing crazy, right? Nothing too crazy. Hopefully. Again, if I'm now so out of touch with the general populace of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, let me know, and I can definitely start modifying my Keyblade setups even further. I can just like wipe off 2/3 of my sub slots, which I can do now, and I can easily just optimize and put them all right back. It doesn't really cost me any time. So there you go, guys. Hopefully this helps out a little bit. You might be stronger than you think you are. I hope. I believe in you. As always, if you need some help though, come on the Discord and we'll help you through. We'll get you through as far as we possibly can. Again, set yourself a goal, and even if you don't meet all 13 out of 13, so what, you know, you'll probably still be able to get at least 3,000 free jewels, which is a respectable amount. Obviously, it's a very, very, very respectable amount. Obviously, we want all 5k. Who doesn't? But there's no harm in reaching your own limits. Nothing to be ashamed about there. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Thanks so much, guys. Hopefully this helps, and I'll catch you guys really soon. All the best. Bye.